You could grab the candy, the artisan, the bravery charm. Maybe you get like an Arvin. Oh no, there's not Arvin in here. Maybe you get like another research or an Iono to burn off the Ultra Ball if you want to preserve one of the other cards. Yeah. The question is, do you think your lone Ralts is going to die? Does Miloslav know what he's up against here? Does he know he is up against the Toedscruel deck? Or do you even care? Like, if you see the Ogre Pawn and you're like, oh, it's probably Raging Bolt, are you just like, I don't think they can get the turn 1 attack KO anyway, so I'm just going to not play around it, which is also reasonable, to be honest. It looks like gets the candy, so he's going to play for the candy play here. Yeah, there's the Ralts grab. Didn't grab a supporter there, which means we have to... Actually, I don't like the lack of supporter grab. I feel like we wanted a support, because if our top deck's really good, we can always utilize all the other cards in hand, I feel like. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the no supporter grab there. I think we should have grabbed a Iono or a research to get rid of with the Ultra Ball. Because like Bravery Charm, even on the Pheasantipity, could be decent, if not a Monkey Dory. Well, I guess we're attaching the Dark Energy to the active here, right? Or yeah, we're attaching Dark Energy active. And then we're Ultra Balling away Bravery Charm plus top deck. But if we had gotten supporter, then we could have put the Bravery Charm on the Pheasantipity instead. But supporters are pretty high value on this deck, so I guess maybe losing the... But I guess you're locked into discarding the top deck, I guess, is the only thing. All right, Toedscruel off the top. Mental give Miloslav. Oh, hold on. The hand is broken. Immediately into the Artisan. Seems fine. You're going to KO the lone Ralts. That Ralts is dead. Ray has the KO. Actually, we're just a Grass Energy away. We are a Grass Energy away from the KO here for Ray. We have Prime E-Switch in hand. Get another Toedscruel on the bench here. I guess if you played Iron Bundle, you could go for the Iron Bundle here. And well, but you're always researching, so you always go for the Toedscruel anyways. But yeah, pretty unlikely to whiff a Grass Energy after seeing 9 cards at least here. Because we'll do Pawn, plus research, see another 9 cards. What do they play? Hit 70 turn 1? Ogre Pawn. E-Switch. You can do 120. You can theoretically do more, actually, but we're going to see 120. I still need to find one more Grass Energy, though. There it is! That's it! The attack! Dude, that is so crazy. Pawn number 2. Another research, that's not what you want to see. Yeah, I definitely don't blame Miloslav for not playing around this by getting double Ralts. You can't really expect this play coming out. You never play around this. It's kind of unfortunate. The only question here is, like, when do you concede as Miloslav? Probably not yet. Fresh 7 off the research. Another Nest Ball to work with. There's the Toedscruel that you want to see on that next turn. Get that down as soon as possible to make things awkward. Have Nest Ball in the hand as well. There's nothing you need to stress to get off this Nest Ball, though, so you don't have to play it, but is going in with it. I don't really want to see... I don't know what you grab here, though. You could grab another Ogre Pawn, because like, you have the Artisans in play to use to get your another Toedscruel on the next turn, so I do like the Ogre Pawn grab here. The energy on the Ogre Pawn. As another Nest Ball, go ahead and plays it. What are we ever grabbing off this, though? I don't know if this is worth playing, to be honest. We could have saved it for later to get like Mew and Pheasantipity. Going for the 4. Okay, sure, just 4 Grass Ogre Pawn. Why not? I don't know. We need more Toedscruels, I feel like. I don't know. This seems... I don't know. This is like feels unnecessary, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I think if we get Iono next turn, we'd rather just have like more... if we get Iono next turn or something like that, I'd rather just have Nest Ball in the deck to find Mew and Pheasantipity later, once we get them out of the prize cards. I'm not a huge fan of that 4th Ogre Pawn there. That seems kind of fine. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. I guess, do we need it anyways, though? Once we find Area 0, do we just kind of need a wider hit? Maybe we do. Immediately into the Artisan here from Miloslav. I thought we'd maybe wait until after we play the research. But maybe we're going to find something to put the Bravery Charm on, actually. That could be what we're doing. I guess that wouldn't make sense. We don't really want to use Pheasantipity before we also play the research as well. Looks like did grab a Ralts there. Nest Ball and Ultra Ball. Either play both or you use the Bravery Charm. He's thinking about using the Nest Ball, so I assume he's going to play both. The other thing I don't really love about that from Ray, though, is like you want to get like a third Toedscruel established, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like we should have got like, we should have just waited and then just used, I feel like we should just like waited and then used Artisan to get another Toedscruel in play. I actually just want to see another Toedscruel come down, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that from Ray. I think we should have waited. Goes into the Fez, interesting. So maybe trying to find some more cards to use with the Ultra Balls before committing down the... Or maybe he's trying to hold on to the Rare Candy even. Ooh, that could be what Miloslav is trying to play for here. Is trying to hold on to this Rare Candy combo. So we can grab second Ralts, and then I guess you could even retreat into a Ralts. Or the Monkey Dory here. And then you could... Oh, but now we're playing cards again. So maybe we are researching here. Then what was the point of using Fez before research there? Were we looking for an Iono? Well, now we're just playing one Ultra Ball. So maybe we're saving the other Ultra Ball. Then we're going to retreat the Fez into like Cleffa or something. Or Badu. It looks like it is going to be the Cleffa. So we are going to hold the hand here. We are going to hold the hand here for Miloslav. But I feel like then holding the Bravery Charm was probably better from Miloslav, and then you just discard the research and then draw off the Cleffa. I feel like that makes a little bit more sense then. I feel like the Bravery Charms are like pretty important to be able to get 1-hit KOs on some of these Pokemon. I guess the Ogerpon's not as much. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'm overrating the Bravery Charms in this matchup, to be honest. Just retreating to Cleffa, and then just use Cleffa, preserve the Rare Candy and the Ultra Ball for next turn to go Candy Guarding. Sure, makes sense. A couple energy drawn there. And over to Ray. Knockout, of course, already guaranteed. And we can set up the baby school here. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see a... I wish we had bench chase for a Toedscruel here. I just wish we had bench chase for a Toedscruel here. I do not like that fourth Ogerpon coming into play. Area 0 in hand as well. And that's a pretty big deal because Miloslav is down both Artisan. So the Area 0 will stick in play here for the rest of the game. Which is going to be a pretty big deal. Slime something colony. Slime mold colony. And into the Iono. Fresh 5 for Ray. Fresh 6 for Miloslav. So this will shut down just the Night Stretcher from Miloslav. But that's a pretty big card to shut down, for sure. The draw there isn't anything special. He's going to actually cycle with the Ogerpon here. Wonder if you ever play a Briar in this deck. The problem here for Ray as well, the Mew and the Pheasantipity, I believe, are prized for Ray. So all of the potential draw power. Another Toedscruel is pretty good, though. That's a pretty good find. There's a Toedscruel EX as well. Miloslav needs to give it a read. I don't think it makes a difference in this matchup. Prevents effects of attacks. So I don't think that's making a difference in this matchup at all. Should be fine. But the candy combo here for Miloslav is now on the bottom of the deck, which is not good for Miloslav. Stops confusion. Sure. It does stop. Okay, it could do something. It does stop the confusion of the Monkey Dory. Fair. All right, Pheasantipity drawn off the prize cards here for Ray. Vessel coming in from Miloslav. Concede angle? I think you can still make the comeback here as Miloslav. I think you can still make the comeback. We'll see. I don't know Yeah, I mean, you could just go knockout, 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 right? KO the active Ogerpon, KO another Ogerpon, and then Drifloon, Braver Charm, get another big one at KO, right? I think it's like still very winnable here as Miloslav. As long as Ray doesn't get back-to-back 2-prize knockouts, like, should be fine. Sure, you already answered this multiple times, but just got here. Thought you were playing in Portland. I decided not to go. Does it stop Screamtail? No, it does not stop Screamtail. So the only thing it stops is the Mind Bend, I think. Which I guess could come up. All right, giving it a thought. A lot of cards in hand. I don't know if there's a candy, though. There's a counter catcher. He's looking maybe to try and buy some time here. Does go for the counter catcher on the Toedscruel, which does need 2 energy to attack and does have 2 retreat costs. There's an E-switch in the hand here for Ray, but we also need another E-switch or a grass energy to make this work. And then into the Iono from Miloslav. I was hoping if I don't find the KO on this Toedscruel this turn, hopefully you do not find a way to actually move the Toedscruel. And that actually was definitely a questionable play from Ray on the last turn. Should you have evolved the Toedscruel to the Toedscruel without an energy on it? Definitely questionable. Candy Guardy was found here for Miloslav. There's not a ton of Psychic Energy in the discard pile, but you could still punch with Gardevoir this turn. I mean, it kind of feels like you might as well moment. Looks like it's an Ultra Ball in a way. It looks like Badoo was drawn, and maybe a Screamtail is being targeted as a discard target. You could KO the baby Toedscruel off the bench, though, to be able to get access to Night Stretcher in the future. That would be a play, potentially. Can Toad EX KO Guardy? I forget the exact attack, but I'm pretty sure it can, yeah. Actually, there was a feature. I want to check the overlay out on Twitch. I went to this last time. What's preventing this deck from being real? Other decks just being better than it. Is the overlay active in the thing where you can like mouse over the cards live on Twitch? Or no? I thought you could like mouse over the cards while you're on Twitch. Is that not a thing? I'm trying to like do it right now. It's not letting me do it. But I feel like that did work at some point. Does it only work sometimes? Attacks so Monkey Sword. No, but it stops the confusion of Monkey Dory. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to what happened. Is Miloslav still deciding? That has never worked properly for me. But has it ever... Does it actually work? I swear it worked at one point. I swear it worked for me one time. Like, is it a thing or am I just making this up? Ability for Monkey Dory works? My bad. Oh, yeah, the ability's fine. It's just the confusion on the attack. All right, there's the punch into the active here. What does Ray have? I see an Ultra Ball in hand. Oh, I think the hand actually is dead. And there's no Mew in... There's an Ultra Ball and a Nest Ball in the hand here for Ray. Yeah, so we could definitely look at this as... I feel like this is potentially a mistake here from Ray, because it does open up the counter catcher play from Miloslav. And we see Miloslav taking full advantage of it. Going for the counter catcher play. And now things are going to get awkward for Ray. Mew is prized. Ray does play the Mew, but it is prized here. Oh, wait, we're not done yet. We have Bug Catching set. We need some Grass Energy to cycle with the Ogerpon. We need to get an E-switch here, though. There's a Latias. Latias is not good enough here. The Latias is actually just an interesting inclusion in general. I feel like we have enough mobility with the E-switches. The Latias is kind of weird. What's getting stuck? Is there Ursaluna in this deck, maybe? Discarding energy kind of sucks. Probably. Oh, true. I guess it would cap the damage. Sure. Oh, we have E-Switch energy in hand. Wait, did we just always have it? Am I just trolling? I think I'm just trolling. Wait, actually, how much damage does this thing do? Let me look this thing up real fast. $80 plus 40 more damage for each of your bench Pokemon with a grass on it. So we're looking at 240. So we're 1 energy short here. Actually, was there ever a point where Ray could have split the energy up more and chose not to? Actually, I feel like there maybe was. Ultra Ball away Iono and Toedscruel. Wait, Ultra Ball away Iono. Does Ray think the Mew is in the deck? Oh no. Yep. Ray thought the Mew was in the deck, and then yeah, searching through realizes, nope, it's prize. Uh-oh. Definitely a big blunder there. Iono would have been good to try and cycle to that last E-switch. Yeah, was there a moment on a previous turn where Ray like over Ogre Pond energy in play when could have just attached to something else instead? I feel like there was. I feel like that did come up. So we're not getting the one-hit KO here. Yeah, the Mew and the Fez were prize. Latios gets grabbed and put on the bench. I don't even think I like the Latios getting grabbed here, to be honest. I think I would have rather seen Fez get grabbed. Yeah, I don't like the Latios grab here at all. Now, there's only one card left in the hand. It is a Super Rod. Over to Miloslav. I don't think Miloslav's, yep, the hand is not great. The Curly top deck actually is pretty good because the active Gardevoir, actually, I don't know, maybe we are just retreating this Gardevoir here. We actually might just retreat this Gardevoir. Fez prize. We got off the prize cards earlier on the last turn. The leaves, oh yes, that's true. The leaves retreat also worked. Well, I guess leaves retreat isn't even that good. Attacking with the Toedscruel is like the same thing. The leaves doesn't really change too much, I guess. Oh no, leaves to the active and then retreat it back to the bench. Oh, that would have worked. Wait, that's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, you could have used leaves, taken 2 grass energy off the Ogre Pond. Oh, maybe that's what Ray was going for, was leaves plus retreat. Oh, that would have been a really cool play, actually. But yeah, the leaves is prized. All right, moves 30 off the Gardevoir to the active and then is retreating into Monkey Dory. Oh, to swing for 60 and get the KO. All right, 2 prizes over to Miloslav. And this is where it sets up. Yeah, the Latias take, I think, was pretty bad there from Ray. Because now we don't have anything. But we could have taken Fez in case Miloslav wanted to go for a knockout there. Now our hand is just 2 Super Rod. And now this opens it up for Miloslav to just be able to take over the game from here. Yeah, the Latias grab was pretty bad. It should have definitely always been Fez there. We should have always grabbed Fez off that grab there. Grabbing Toedscruel EX and 2 grass off the Super Rod. Man, from the incredible turn 1 to now, yeah, now all of a sudden things are not looking that good for Ray at all. I would definitely say I'm giving the advantage to Miloslav at this point as Ray sends up the Ogre Pond to take a 1 prize knockout, going down to those odd 3 prize cards, just means Miloslav can just win into attacks. Ray can also win into attacks, but Miloslav's going to be attacking first. And it's all set up on board here for Miloslav. You could attack with Gardevoir. The Drifloon with the Bravery Charm is set up. Honestly, Gardevoir seems like a pretty good attack here. Yeah. So probably just push Gardevoir to begin with and then kind of assess from there from Miloslav. Briar? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if there's a Briar in there or not. Bravery Charm off the top has Clefairy and Iono. Clefairy is actually a pretty good attacker here. You could just swing with Clefairy, actually, as Miloslav. And as far as actually... Oh, but like Briar's not really like a real play here. You're never attacking with the damaged Gardevoir. You're never attacking with the damaged Gardevoir here. Double Monkey KO, Baby Toedscruel, Screamtail, Toad would be lit. What does that Toedscruel have 60 HP? Dude, what a scam. That would be a pretty good play. But actually, the Screamtail's in the discard pile right now for Miloslav. So unable to recover. It looks like Miloslav is maybe playing around the possibility of Is played around the possibility of like Countercatcher Briar onto the Pheasantipity here. I guess it's the same thing on the Gardevoir though. So does Bravery Charm on the Pheasantipity matter? I guess to just limit the possibility of Pheasantipity getting KO. Doesn't bench the Clefairy here. Interesting. Just goes Iono, does not bench the Fez. Wait, what are we attacking with this turn then? Don't we want to save the Drifloon in case a big Toedscruel comes to the active next turn? If we're attacking with Gardevoir EX here, then all of a sudden Briar could happen. Let's see. I assume you wouldn't want to attack with Drifloon here. But that means if you don't want to attack with Drifloon here, then we would be attacking with Gardevoir EX. And we could still draw a different Gardevoir EX off these. Another Night Stretcher. All right, the Night Stretchers are dead. I feel like benching Clefairy there made too much sense, right? Wasn't bench Clefairy, attack with Clefairy just the play? Bench Clefairy. Yeah, how was bench Clefairy, attack with Clefairy not the play? What am I missing? Attach to the active Gardevoir, moves it to the bench. I guess Drifloon is going to be the attacker of choice here. But if Ray knocks out Drifloon with a Toedscruel EX, it doesn't turn on Countercatcher. So then Miloslav would have to go through a Toedscruel EX, which I don't think Miloslav can do. Maybe double Monkey Dory plus Clefairy is possible. Oh, wait, no, we can maybe build up enough damage on the Toedscruel with Monkey Dories, actually. No, I guess we can go through a Toedscruel EX here through Monkey Dory buildup. Yeah, I guess it is still possible. I guess the Briar play is possible here from Ray, but it would also have to involve a Countercatcher. So not only would Ray have to be playing Briar, but also Countercatcher. I'm just going to go ahead and make a prediction. I don't think Ray plays either of those cards. We'll see, though. I guess I wouldn't be shocked at the inclusion of a... I wouldn't be shocked at the inclusion of a Briar. I doubt there's a Countercatcher in there, especially with playing Prime Catcher. But we have to, yeah, it's not just Briar, though. We also need to bring up the Gardevoir off the bench. Okay, I mean, there's a research, but that means no Briar if we play the research. We'll take a look here as well. Is there a Briar? I don't see a Briar. Is eyeing up the Pheasantipity. I assume you do want to Iono here. There could have been. There's a lot of blue trainer cards in there. There could have been a Briar in there. Geomask EX could OKO Lily's Clefairy if there's 6 energy between the two of them. But you're fine with that because then Gardevoir just comes up and KOs the Ogerpon. The thing with this attack here from... the thing with this attack from Miloslav is that you can KO the active with anything as Ray. And then like Gus KO Guardy off the bench on the next turn. But it looks like it's probably not going to matter. Into the... whatever that card is called. Bug catching set. Couple grass energy found. We have a lot of Ogerpons to cycle with, but with research prize, that means there's no whatever the other card is called. Briar. We can't play Briar if we play research. I checked as well. I fact checked that. Oh, it feels like this one is about over. But I'm excited to see game 2 of this match. Also, I guess with that in mind, what is the best way to play this matchup as Ray? I feel like you gotta choose second, right? It feels like a choose second game for sure. You have, I mean, finding Iron Leaves is tough without Ultra Ball, but you have the things that could find it. You have E-switches, so turn 1 attack with Ogerpon's not that difficult. I think this is definitely a go second matchup for sure. Gotta be a go second matchup. To lose this game as Ray is tough. Yeah, this is definitely a tough loss to take for sure. You had KO on Lone Brawls off the rip. Like, you were looking like you're going up 2 prize cards before Miloslav really put anything together. And then I think Ray did make a mistake of evolving to a Toedscruel EX without an energy on it. I think that was a mistake. Did find the E-switch combo. Of course, the prize cards were rough, but Ray could have played it better, right? If Ray had just done some prize checking, would have known Mew and Iron Leaves were prize, which means we shouldn't Ultra Ball there. Or if we do, we don't Ultra Ball with Iono, then we play Iono. But, all right, Toedscruel EX knockout. So Miloslav can win with Countercatcher or Monkey Dory here. Oh, no, Countercatcher's not active, actually. I take it back. But if we had attacked with Clefairy, Countercatcher would be active. Dude, I feel like the Clefairy attack from Miloslav was just so much better. Am I trolling? I'm not trolling. It was definitely better, right? Because also, if it does die, we get access to Counter Catcher. So Miloslav here just needs Monkey Dory. Needs Monkey Dory Dark Energy, but does not have access to Night Stretcher. Okay, it's possible to whiff for sure. Research in hand. 4 Night Stretcher. Oh, wait, does Clefairy also work here? I feel like Clefairy also works, right? Because how many bench Pokemon are on Ray's bench? I feel like the Clefairy also knocks out the active here. $100. If we fill up our bench for Miloslav here, yeah, we win with a full bench and a Clefairy. All right, so research and pray. Here we go. All 4 Night Stretchers. Did you not win with Charm Drifloon? You can't play the Night Stretcher. Okay, Ultra Ball, Dark Energy. We still have Fez to work with as well. Miloslav isn't just playing to win the game. Making sure off the Vessel should lead to the dub here for Miloslav. Ultra Ball or Vessel number 2 comes in. My bad. Maybe we need a piece still. Oh, there is a Monkey Dory. No, I think Miloslav just has game here. The Monkey Dory math lines up, right? Maybe he doesn't realize that Monkey Dory Guardian Attack wins the game. Draw 3 Fez. Plays an S-Ball. There we go. Monkey Dory. Yeah, he had Ultra Ball the whole time. All right. Just going through the motions. It's fine. Not a big deal. And Ray packs it up. Okay, I think Ray should go second. I think he should go second. Try and cheese, get a little cheesy, get a turn 1 attack off, really put the pressure on the Gardevoir player to try and find enough Ralts on the first turn, or find a Ralts, and then look for that turn 2 Candy Guardy start swinging. I think that's what I'd like to see here. We'll see what Ray chooses, though. You try and take as many actions as possible so I don't have time for game 2. I don't know what is the clock at. I doubt it. There's still a lot of time left, right? Yeah, there's still 24 minutes left. I don't think that's like realistic. If anything, he probably should be playing faster. So he probably should be playing faster. So he has enough time for potentially game 3. Because yeah, 24 minutes is plenty of time for Ray to win this match. Definitely. Why didn't you go to Portland? I didn't want to. Tough pill to swallow for Ray. Yes. Honestly, I feel like now that I said I didn't want to, is that why people think there's like some other reason why I didn't go? Do people think I'm just like not saying the real reason I didn't want to go by me just saying I didn't want to go? The truth is I just didn't want to go. I couldn't find a deck that I wanted to play. It's kind of the same thing as not wanting to go. Wonder how many rumors are going to float around as to why I didn't show up to the tournament. Azul has a phobia of boats and ports. Yeah, going to Portland's always a tough one. My boat phobia is strong. You're just scared? True. Would you ever be a judge? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I have no want or desire to judge tournaments as of right now, but who knows what the future holds. I don't think that far ahead. Azul didn't go because he died of Ligma, just like Ninja. This is an AI impersonating Azul. Were you gonna fly or drive? Fly. I was a little scared of Pete Grigsby. Well, of course, but everyone knows that. And I'm not the only one. Maybe make money versus for sure make money on stream? No, that is not something... People bring up the money aspect of it all the time. That is not something I even like remotely think about. It is something people bring up all the time, but it's not something I make the slightest consideration with when deciding whether or not to go to a major tournament. I guess you're not motivated with the game anymore. Yep, that has to be it. You got me. All right. Monkey Dory Ralts here from Miloslav. I assume... I actually don't know who... did Miloslav go draw pass, basically? I don't actually know what happened there. Pretty good bug catching set coming in from Ray. The question is just, do you take the... double Ogerpon seems really good here. I think... Oh, we have the Prime in the hand? Bro, how does Ray always have it? Maybe you go the double Grass Energy. Oh, we always take one Ogerpon. No, you could have... No, yeah, you definitely go one. Does Ray literally have Prime E-Switch in hand? There was definitely Prime. Was there an E-Switch? Dude, even if there's not an E-Switch, that still just grows. We definitely should have... should we have just played the Prime first? I think we should have just played the Prime first, to be honest. Wait, unless Ray chose first here. But there's no way Miloslav would have benched a Ralts if Ray had chosen first. So this means that Miloslav went first. But that means Ray's misplaying here. Ray should have played the Prime Catcher. The first thing Ray should have done is play Prime Catcher. Dude, Ray is playing so slow. You gotta go. We gotta go. Get rid of the Iono and the E-Switch. Because Miloslav didn't do anything. Miloslav would have benched 2 Ralts. If they could have benched 2 Ralts. Dude, the lack of... What's it called? Is stressing me out. Alright, Miloslav might win 1-0. But it's not because of Miloslav. It's because of Ray. The lack of urgency. The lack of... Dude, this is stressing me out, bro. The lack of urgency is insane right here. All right, Miloslav actually might win 1-0, but it's not because of Miloslav. It's because of Ray. It's 1-1, so what do you mean? Oh, shoot, it is already 1-1. Wait, what happened at the first game? Wait, how is it 1-1? Dude, am I trolling? Miloslav conceded game 2? Wait, Miloslav just won the last game, right? Am I trolling? Miloslav gave Ray game 2 as good sportsmanship? Wait, what the heck happened? Wait, how is it 1-1? He insta-scooped? Wait, did he actually? No memes? Did he actually insta-scoop? Am I trolling? You don't even like check your opening hand? He just insta-scooped game 3? Wait, why did he insta-scoop? Oh, wait, he insta-scooped and then chose second. Dude. Wait, when did this happen? I just like missed it happening. They're just talking. It happened. I mean, I don't dislike the play. I just didn't see it happen. Wouldn't you even wait to see your hand? You can see the moment he sees his hand. Oh, you can see it. Oh, yeah. I don't hate the insta scooping, especially as long as you check your hand. No need to see hand. No, you definitely check your hand. You definitely check your hand. That's trolling to not at least check your hand. Just mash shovel 7 times. Offer to cut. They cut. Check your hand and then concede or keep. Now I'm on track though. I know where we are here. Miloslav immediately scooped to game 2. Chose second. All right. I hope he gets punished. It'd be so funny. But it's not. You only get punished if it's a bad play. I don't think it's a bad play from Miloslav. Nothing to punish. What's in the discard pile there? Is it 2 Curlias? Let's talk about why you were talking about your fear of boats. I guess, yeah. If you lose, it doesn't mean you got punished. That's not how getting punished works. Benches the Screamtail? Lone Ralts? Dude, Lone Ralts is insane. Wait, can't Ray just like play for the Guardy KO now? And we have the Prime. Well, we just have the Prime in hand. But now we don't only have bench space for 1 Ralts. All right, I don't like the Lone Ralts. Okay, yeah, I don't like the Lone Ralts because now if it just gets KO'd, we're so screwed. Because now Ray can spawn trap the Ralts. I feel like you shouldn't bench a Screamtail just so you can maybe get down double Ralts next turn. I mean, you're not playing as if Ray is gonna have the prime catcher this turn, and the boss play is also unlikely, to be honest. But going to the, just in case Ray has it, I feel like you want to go into next turn. But the thing is though, like my problem with this play is Ray could just not take a KO on purpose, which I don't even think would be a bad play from Ray, because then you could try and just chase down the lone guardie at some point, right? That's my problem with this play, is that it lets Ray not take a knockout this turn. Oh, and Ray already has it. Ray has Ultra Ball plus Prime. All right. I mean, this is exactly where we were. Game when he had 0 Ralts, turn 2, still 1. Yeah, but that was different, Pedro, because he had bench space for 2 Ralts prized. I guess there could be 2 Ralts prized. That's different, though, Pedro, because he had bench space for double Ralts on the following turn. Did they show us the prize cards? There could be 2 Ralts prized. Then this would make sense. All right, yeah, we have the prime on the Ralts. The question is just, does Ray find boss to follow this up? To continuously just spawn trap the Ralts over and over and over again. Nice, and Iona to cycle the deck. I mean, the only thing Ray cares about here is finding boss. I'm sure if Miloslav had the ability to bench another, what's it called? He would have, but... Hand's not great there for Ray. Kind of mid, no boss. So he skipped game 2 so he could pick which turn he takes? Well, kind of. You also gave your opponent a win. Of all baby, Toedscruel wins the game. Well, I think this Toedscruel came into play this turn. So Miloslav, if there is 2 Ralts prize, Miloslav has 1 turn to find Night Stretcher. But there is 4 of them. So it's probably safe. All right, Ray's continuing to cycle the cards here. Once again, we're looking for boss, because Miloslav is stuck at 1 bench space. Gets the Latias into play to prevent any kind of counter catcher shenanigans. I like it. It means you can also bench Fez pretty aggressively here as well and feel safe about it not getting stuck. Going first greater than quick scoop, go second. What do you mean? Do we think Miloslav scooped him too because he had all his Bulu bucks on Ray? Ooh, possibly. But you can't make it look obvious. All right, we did get a Night Stretcher off. Ralt saved. Investigate him. Dude, he's all about the Bulu bucks, bro. I don't know if Ray has a boss yet, but a boss here would be pretty devastating. 11 minutes left, so honestly, we have plenty of time. We have plenty of time here. Maybe to not set up a Fez to snipe bench as Miloslav here? Or do you mean as Ray? Oh! Wait, you're cooking with that. Ray can just spawn trap the Ralts with Pheasantipity. Wait, holy smokes. Wait, is that what Ray should have done from the beginning? There's a second Ralts in the hand there. Every time I see the scoop game 2 shot, that player loses or breaks game 3. Setting up for the potential mind bend. Oh, but you don't even confuse. Mind bend doesn't even confuse. Pass. Fez, 1 E-switch in hand. We can do the Fez play. Cycles the energy. I don't even know if we should cycle that. We should just like bench Fez, attach to Fez, E-switch to Fez. Oh, we needed area 0. We don't have bench space here. Our area 0 got bumped. Okay, we're back. Bench Fez, E-switch to Fez. Does Ray see the Fez play? No! Oh, it would have been so cool. All right, we could still... No, we're just... Oh, there's... No, dude. No! There actually might be 2 E-switch left in the deck. There might be 2 E-switch left in the deck. So Ray would have to see the play and then also find both E-switch. Dude, the Fez play would have been just so nasty, man. Punish the Miloslav lone... Ooh, we got the Toedscruel, though. That's good. There's 2 energy on the Toedscruel, which is like... We can work around it, I believe, here. We should be able to work around it for sure. Cycling 1 more. No boss still. We're still digging for the boss. Okay, we got the Toedscruel, and we got a Super Rod to recover some of the rest of our squad. Still in a fine spot here as Ray. Honestly, the question for me, though, is... should Ray even take a KO here once again, or do we just trap Miloslav in a board state of 1 Ralt, so that way we could eventually chase and KO the Gardevoir? And with 2 Artisan down as well, Area 0 is just kind of sticking in play. So Ray could just like wait to chase Gardevoir EX and KO it, and then that would be pretty tough for Miloslav to deal with, to be honest. I guess there is targets for Screamtail to go after here, though. You could take away the Toedscruel. So it might be hard to ever build up to a board where you have that much energy spread around the board to chase the lone Gardevoir, to be honest. Does Milo play Rare Candy? Yes. It's like, if it's not the exact Brent 60, it's very close to it. So double Candy, Secret Box. Azul, I'm guessing others have already asked, but I thought you and Chip were both heading to Portland. Did plans change, or am I delusional? I ended up not going. Okay, this opens up a bench space, which is big for Miloslav, but also has a pretty big hand and the Fez draw as well. Candy Guard here seems reasonable. Yeah, there's the Secret Box. Okay, Candy Guardy on the way, so definitely very winnable here still for Miloslav. Yeah, I don't hate the insta-concede play here from Miloslav, but I do feel like... Well, I'm actually going to go back. I'm actually curious if Miloslav even looked at the opening hand before conceding, or if it was just literally insta-concede. I feel like you should definitely shuffle up and look at your opening hand. Because if your opening hand is just broken, like, I feel like it's worth the RNG of seeing an opening hand, for sure. Like, I feel like missing out on that RNG for plus 1 minute doesn't make a ton of sense. Just, like, base whether or not to concede off the opening hand. He did look at the hand, if I recall correctly. Oh, okay. He didn't instant concede. The commentators stated that he started Screamtail pass. 99% got donked. Oh. Oh, he drew pass. Oh, okay, okay. They just didn't show it on screen at all. It just kind of happened. It didn't make its way to the to the screen. You ever scoop game 2 because of time remaining? Of course. You sometimes scoop game 1 because of time remaining. With that context, it makes much more sense. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think the RNG of your opponent opening poorly and you opening really well is worth not going the optimal first or second to at least see how maybe the first turn plays out. I feel like you have to take advantage of all those possibilities as often as you can. No Candy Guardy from box? That's not good. Are you sure? There's no way. Are both candies prized? Wait a second. Or do we not have a Guardy? Oh, I feel like there's a Guardy in hand. No, it's Clefairy. Okay, there was no Guardian hand. Okay, so we have to get Candy Guardy off this research here. For Miloslav. Ultra Ball? Candy? Okay, we got there. Thinking about just giving up both Nest Balls here off the Ultra Ball? Sure. Candy Guardy on the way. United Wings for Portland? Regionals? Don't talk to me ever again. It's kind of crazy that he didn't have the Candy Guardy combo off the Secret Box hand. The hand was huge. Azul, do you speak Spanish? No. All right, Candy Guardy is online. Why not? Wow, what a genius question you just asked. What do you even attack with here as Miloslav? You could actually just do anything this turn, right? Attack with Screamtail. Attack with Guardy. KO Fez. KO Mew. Don't snipe on Ogerpon. You could take out the baby Toedscruel on the bench, but that doesn't seem very good. What? No, not you, Watergon. Smug. Labs is back. Guardy win percentage against Danglepole is 33%. What? It's only winning 33% of the time? Now he's playing for the tie at this pace? No. We're cooking. The game is still going to end here for sure. Miloslav is in a very winning position for sure. Or very winnable position. Alright, just goes for the Fez KO. Sure, take away the draw power. Now over to Ray. Prize trade is evened up. Ray would like to go 2 prize knockout, 2 prize knockout, but it's very unlikely at this point. Oh, did Ray even play Super Odd Plus Research last turn? I guess not. Just held everything. Nitrature shut off for the rest of the game. But I think Miloslav does have enough ways to be able to continue to go back to back 2 prize knockouts. Are the Guardi lists in Japan better than the ones being played in NA and EU? It's impossible to tell. Also, we don't know the Guardi lists that are being... I mean, I don't know the Guardi lists that are being played in Japan. To calculate that would be like... a waste of time, I guess. It'd be yeah, it's not impossible to calculate, I guess. You could somehow calculate it, but who knows? Who knows? The correct answer, I guess, is just who knows. Who knows if the lists in Japan are better than the lists over here. What we've seen, do you like the TM Guardi or Brent version more? I don't know, I'd have to play with them. I mean, it's all Gardevoir. Gardevoir's just good. You couldn't go wrong playing either build. One of them is definitely better for sure, but I have no clue. I'd have to play them. You probably should cycle the Iron Leaves to the active here, right? Take an energy off the... Yeah, sure. Just get an extra grass energy in place so you can threaten KO on Guardi EX. There we go, Mew for 2. Oh, just trying to maximize the draw power. Oh, got the boss. Wait a second, hold on. Is this Gus KO on Guardi here? Wait, is that even what you... Yeah, why not, right? Go for it. Actually, is it though? Hold up. 200, 280. Yeah, it is it, right? That's the knockout, right? Am I trolling? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was it 40 times? 280, 320. Yeah, we're doing 320 right now. I don't even know if we've attached return. We could attach a Mew, but probably don't want to do that. Oh, was research already played? No, we just went super odd restart, right? Am I trolling? I swear we just went super odd restart. Mew needs grass, right? No, because there'll be 6 Pokemon on the bench with grass energy. It's 80 plus 40 for each one on the bench. Dude, 50 seconds left. Go faster. Yeah, so this makes sense here. Okay, instead of being a 1-0 because Ray is playing too slow, this definitely could tie when... because Ray is playing so slow. I don't think Ray is playing at a pace that there should be like a warning or prize penalty or anything. But if we're trying to win the game, we got to go. Dude, the Iron Leaves in here is sick to get the extra grass energy in play. There we go. Knockout Gardevoir. 320. Now we're just a boss away from winning the game next turn from Ray. 20 seconds left. $13 seconds. Here comes the Screamtail. Draw for turn. Miloslav is now turn 0. Countercatcher is active, but there's nothing to trap on the bench, I don't think. Is there anything that Miloslav can trap on the bench? Yeah, nothing's trappable. Miloslav can get a 2-prize knockout this turn. I guess if there is Candy Guardi still left in the deck, that would be our 2-prize knockout next turn, right? You can just go like Iono KO Mew. Iono plus KO Mew with Screamtail. And then Candy Guardi win next turn, right? I said, yeah, it's still winnable for sure as long as Candy Guardi is available. Is that the second Guardian in the discard pile though? Oh, the other win condition here for Miloslav actually would be if both Guardies are in the discard pile, you could KO the Toedscruel, and then next turn look for double Monkey Dory plus KO. Brings up the Iron Leaves. What's the retreat cost on Iron Leaves? Isn't it just 1? I guess if enough energy gets removed from play, then Ray would not be able to KO Pheasantipity at the end of the game, potentially. So if you were hard retreat this, plus you KO something off the bench that has energy on it. See what the draw is here. Oh, there is Candy. What? There is still Candy Guardian available. All right, we're chilling. We could Candy Guardian. No, you would Candy Guardian this turn, right? Because you lose to Gus KO Fez. Your Fez already gets KO. Actually, would you lose to Gus KO Fez? Oh, wait, maybe Miloslav should have actually brought up the Ogre Pawn and then sniped the Iron Leaves off the bench. Wait, how much is Screamtail doing right now? Screamtail's only doing 200 damage, right? So we could Candy Guardian to make it do a little bit more. So you could have... Yeah, so Miloslav could have made it. So... Ray couldn't KO Fez by going KO... Wait, KO that, KO that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it would be short on the Fez KO. But now because Miloslav brought this up, the only other play that Miloslav could do here would be to KO the... I mean, you can KO Mew, but Miloslav could have made it so there wasn't enough grass energy in play for Ray to win. If you had brought up the Ogre Pawn instead, and the Ogre Pawn harder treated, plus you KO'd Iron Leaves off the bench. But now you can also just KO the Mew to take away the draw power, which is probably just as good, to be honest. KOing Mew to take away the draw power is probably just as good, to be honest. Wants to confirm exactly what the card does. So at this point from Miloslav, I think Fez is always in range of getting KO'd unless Miloslav takes out the slime mold colony one. Oh wait, we can go bigger. Oh, we're actually gonna KO the Toedscruel EX. We're all in on KOing Toedscruel EX. Okay, so this will make it a lot harder to KO the Pheasantipity this turn from Ray. Now to get the Fez KO is really, really tough because you would need energy, Toedscruel EX, and then even then, you would need another energy in play as well. Oh, Fez and Nestball, though. Nestball finds Latias, which means we don't lose the energy to retreat the Iron Leaves. And then between Fez and Mew, if we can find energy, Toedscruel EX, and Boss, we win. We KO Pheasantipity to win. As long as Latias is still in the deck, but I think Ray did super run it back into the deck. This is turn 1. Turn 1 for Ray. Grass Week on Fez, right? No. All right. That's ball. We checking if Toad is Terra? No clue. The Nestball's a big hit here. Grass, Toedscruel. Appreciate the primes up there, the Sneaky Seal. Over to the Rat Pack. If Ray can't win... Ray could just trap the Gardevoir in the active, yes. As for 2, or Mew for 2 first. Because yeah, there's all the energy on the Screamtail. I don't know if Miloslav plays the Turo. What do we got? Oh, Bug Catching Set's not bad. Do you Bug Catching Set first, though, to try and increase your odds of getting Boss? It depends how many cards are left in deck, right? Second Toedscruel EX is prized. I would assume Ray plays 3. Because you need to be able to hit it off the Bug Catching Set, so... Goes for the Fetch Draw first. E-Switch Boss! Toedscruel EX! Wait, and the E-Switch! That's just game! Toedscruel gets the dub! Insane dub for the Toedscruel. And we could go further. We do have the Bug Catching Set. And that's it. Dude, that's an insane dub. Let's go. The Toedscruel dub.